What's up guys? This is probably the weirdest start to the video this year, not because of the actual topic, but because it is 7 p.m. Like the sun is setting already. The reason why I haven't filmed before is pretty much because I woke up and I worked until now. I didn't do anything else. I ate some stuff, of course, this and that, but this was where I was at for the whole day today. Right now I'm cutting a video. These are the first videos that I'm cutting where I use both the camera and my phone. And to me it's great. Of course there is a lot of room for improvement, especially with handling the camera, but the quality, I love it. I really love it. Like, that just makes me happy right now because it just shows me how much is possible. Right now I'm just filled with like gratitude. I'm thinking like, I hope this time never passes. It's so tough, but like these ups and downs and this fighting is just the best thing you could do. If you hate your life, or probably you hate yourself, I don't have a quick fix, but if you start just not listening to anyone else, just listening to that voice that has been within you for years, that has been telling you like, you can do more. You can achieve more. Listen to that voice. Write down what you can achieve, like what you want to achieve. I don't care in what kind of niche or whatever you're doing it is. It doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is that you yourself want to do it. And when you start doing that, then you will realize there's competition. And also you will realize it's not that easy. So that's where the struggle begins. But if you just keep on fighting, keep on going, like there's so much greatness on the other side of that, so much joy, I can't describe it in any other way. And this has made me from a depressed kind of, I have no sense in my life person to every day just working non-stop. Not because I have to, but because I can't help myself. It's like a video game that you found and you can't stop playing it. Is it a bad thing? Well, it's bad because it's the video game, because it harms you, because you're not moving, because it doesn't help your life. But that feeling itself is not a bad thing. It's actually the best thing you could have, because that's where the greatness is made. So guys, I need to understand one thing. As I was typing mosquitoes, I was like, how do you actually type it? Am I typing it right? And then I type it into Google, and Google has a function of like, why? The sound of a mosquito is probably one of the sound of the mosquito is probably one of the worst sounds like ever. Honestly, like what is worse than the sound of a mosquito? So guys, I am just finishing the day reading Principles by Ray Dalio. I'm almost done with the book. It's a crazy book, and one of the things I took from that book, which is not what you might think it is you have to systemize the way you work. Because in reality, there are so many things that occur frequently, and if you can't find a way to make that frequent decision either disappear because you remove that step, or make it easier because you know how to decide, you are just wasting energy. And so that's why last weekend I started really creating a system on Notion where I can both input stuff immediately on a day-to-day basis when I have an idea or something like that, but also where I build manuals that basically tell me how to work on certain things. And then I write down experiences with that manual, and that way I just gather information about if that manual works or not, or what steps work and what don't. If I refine that more and more, at some point I have manuals for everything. Like I don't have to think back to a time where I was doing it and how did I do it and who did I call and whatever. I know exactly step by step what to do. First of all, that leverages your brain. But second of all, as soon as you hire people, you don't have to explain it to them and hope they don't make mistakes. You can exactly show them how to do it. And that is really valuable. But of course, that takes time, and it takes precision, and it takes effort to build that, because you really have to be tracking yourself on a day-to-day basis. You have to be very accurate with your work. But if you do that for a long enough time, you're just going to run circles around others. But with that said, I hope you enjoyed this video, even though it was short, and tomorrow it will be longer again. So I will see you guys there. Peace.